Alrighty then, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another driving vlog. So, there's this thing that irritates the crap out of me about Malaysian drivers, which is when it comes to merging in heavy traffic conditions, right? So whether it's like a full-blown jam or just, you know, your average sort of like, heavier than usual traffic, there's this thing that Malaysian drivers will do that not all, admittedly, but that a lot of Malaysian drivers will do. So let's say I need to move into the left lane to get to an exit or something like that, right? So I'll put my indicator on and I will start moving over. Now, 8 times out of 10, right, there will be some guy that's probably, about halfway up your car. So it's like, there's 2 cars like that and you're like this, right? So you indicate, you start trying to move over. This guy will get as close to this motherfucker as possible, right? To try and stop you from getting in. Like they'll literally try and block you from getting in to the lane that you need to be in so that you can go to your exit. And this really pisses me off to no end because, for me, for as long as I can remember, I've always had this rule when it comes to merging. Let one person in and then go. If everybody did that, merging would be so seamlessly smooth, right? I let somebody in, the guy behind me let somebody in, the guy behind him let somebody in, the guy behind him let somebody in, right? It wouldn't be so much of this sort of like, it would just be like a nice smooth wah, and then traffic will flow. We'd all save time. But these guys with this mentality of like, well, I'm not letting you in front of me, I've been in this traffic jam for 25 minutes. Yeah, and do you really think that letting one car in front of you is going to add that much time onto your journey? I mean, this is KL, man. You're going to be stuck in traffic for God knows how long. I've been stuck in a jam that lasted 5 hours once. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you have to, be an asshole about it, right? I mean, I will say, right, because of my rule, there is sometimes people that will try and take advantage, right? So, I'll let one person go in front of me, but then, you do get the occasion where there will be somebody behind that person that will also try and get in front of you. And sometimes I go, okay, come on, just get in front. Other times I'm like, no, fuck you. I've let this guy in. You can go behind me, right? So that one is definitely the case but that's not really about me trying to save time or anything about that. It's more of like a principle of the matter. It's like, no, we all have to take turns. Don't be greedy. That's sort of like my thought process on that. So, yeah. On a side note, started a new job last Friday. Sorry, just wanted to make sure that horn wasn't for me. I don't know if you guys heard that. Started a new job last Friday. I'm back to working where I'm happiest, which is in a bar. Bars are so much fun, man. If you're like me, if you're the sort of person that is fascinated by alcoholic beverages, and And you know, like, bar work is just the best. You know, most of the people that you deal with are having a good time. They're laughing, they're smiling, they're just kicking up a little bit, a little bit of a ruckus in a good way. I mean, yes, times do happen where you got to deal with messy drunks or angry drunks. You know, it comes part and parcel. But for the most part, working in a bar is the happiest I can be in my line of work. So actually, like, I was sitting down. So the bar that I'm working in is it's a refurbished bar that was originally opened in the 1960s. So, you know, it's been around for yonks. And so we have at the moment, because it's still a very new bar, most of the customers that we have here are what I call old salts. You know, like the guys that have been coming to the same bar, 2-3 times a week for 20 years, right, 30 years, and I found it really interesting because there's so many of them that have all these like really interesting stories about things that they've seen at the bar over the years, and things that have happened. Specifically, it's a sports bar, so we've got lots of TV screens playing sports games and everything like that. It's very chill. The chef, my chef, Chef Fariz, oh man, he's I gotta say, really impressed. Really impressed. His food and his team management has been top notch. I've been, and it's really good that I've been getting along with him really well, because to be honest, sometimes chefs can be a bit arrogant. And it's not I don't really have a problem with people being arrogant if they can back up what they say, right? If they say that they're the best, and then they can back it up, right? Then I say, okay, it's not really a great trait, but I don't think it's that bad a trait, because you've earned the right to be a little bit arrogant, right? But the problem is when you get chefs that aren't that good or are shit and acting arrogant. Like, that one is something that you will come across too often, I would say. One of those things. So yeah, I mean, like, it's been absolutely exhausting, because there has been an absolute metric shit ton of work to do. But it's one of those things, you take it task by task, day by day, slowly chip away at it until you sort it out. I mean, like, pretty chuffed, pretty happy. So yeah, anyway, that'll be about it for me today. Until next time, have a good one.